Camp Skylemar, Naples, Maine. 2020 in the great outdoors. We jumped into Tricky Pond and had a blast on the giant inflatables. We water skied, wake surfed, and tubed behind 3 inboards, sailed and canoed and kayaked too. There was everything you could think of on the fields and courts, like basketball, tennis, golf, baseball, lacrosse, and soccer. Gaga outdoor adventures, the giant swing, and steal the bacon. We figured out a way for every activity to be outside, including hilltop arts and crafts that became chilltop under a canopy. Best of all, we had each other. After months of being at home connected only by a computer, there was nothing better than being with friends, live and in person. How'd we do this during a worldwide pandemic? First, we had Dr. Jeff Vergalis with us every step of the way. Jeff's an expert in pediatrics who worked at Skylemar long before his 7-year-old son Ethan was born. Back in the spring, he had said, "Not only should Skylemar be open this summer, but I can think of no place better or safer for a boy to be." Dr. Jeff was our leader who, along with 4 amazing nurses, made up a dream team when it came to risk mitigation and health care. We had a lot going for us right from the start. Ours was a low-risk population, and we're used to caring for campers in a very individualized way. We're accustomed to going above and beyond when it came to guidelines set forth by the state, the CDC, and the American Camp Association. Our physical layout's huge at Skylemar. It's wide open and ideal for spreading out. There's lots of large buildings that could be used in multiple ways depending on how they were needed. Our staff of teachers and college students was fully hired, ready to go, and living in this country. Each member of the team pledged to do whatever it took to keep all safe and voluntarily agreed to shelter in place for not only the entire camp season, but also for pre-camp week, 2-week quarantine as well. For the most part, it was the Skylemar schedule as usual. We cohorted in cabin groupings of less than 10, and we stuck with our age divisions. It was important that we documented exactly where each person was in our community and who they were with in case contact tracing was needed. Over 100 bottles of hand sanitizer were placed around camp on every door and gathering place. Dozens of hand washing stations were built and water fountains were redesigned for no touch. Everything was done outside in the fresh air, which meant very little chance of germ spreading. We erected a giant semi-permanent 90-foot pavilion used for eating and evening activities. It was perfect in any kind of weather. The food was delicious and plentiful. The kids loved the choices in the buffet line as staff members wearing gloves and masks served onto each plate. Color dots helped keep those in line to know what it meant to be 6 feet apart. No one minded the daily health and temp checks. Cleaning was standardized and simplified. Extra attention was paid to the bathrooms and high-use areas. We had masks available if we had to be inside in a large group, but the weather was ideal this summer, so we could stay outside and there wasn't a need. We proved that anything could be done outside and on camp. We had our own version of the Sea Dogs game, complete with in-house vendors, mascots, and sea biscuits. Even Sadie's Palace remained one of the summer's favorite nights, only this time the indoor palace became an outdoor arena of games, amusements, celebrities, and prizes. After a few weeks and 2 successful rounds of negative COVID testing, we began to blur the lines of group separation ever so slightly, allowing for a bit more cohort crossover. The timing was perfect, setting the stage for the 2020 versions of Intercollegiate Day, The Big Play, Shrek, and Color War, all packed with great performances filled with loads of Skylemar spirit. In terms of traditions, activities, and values, all the things that make Skylemar Skylemar, it was business as usual this summer. We still focused on our Cool to Care motto and put kindness first. We built confidence and learned lessons of leadership, independence, and respect. Most of all, this summer we appreciated. We were grateful for the opportunity to be together in a beautiful place, especially while others weren't so fortunate. We'll always be thankful for every parent, staff member, camper, alum, and Dr. Jeff who made the greatest summer of all time possible. Skylemar is stronger than ever, and we look forward to 2021.